Welcome back to Community VIP. Now, the fusion of contemporary art mediums is something that Brisbane does particularly well, especially when it involves creative industry. Joining me today is Nick Cornish. He's from Regent Road and they're putting together a show called Paint Me a Rock Show. Hi there, Nick.
Hi, Katrina.
Now, why Paint Me a Rock Show? What's going on with this show?
Well, the show we're planning is a fusion of creative mediums. We have a variety of exhibitors presenting their work. We have mediums including music, art, film, dance, fashion on display. So it is an eclectic mix, but it's also promising to be an exciting show.
It is. It's a bit of an illustration about, I don't know, the changing culture, urban culture of art in Brisbane, because there's going to be fashion involved, there's going to be music. How has culture changed?
Well, I think that Brisbane's always had a fairly vibrant culture, and people talk about, for example, the musical landscape between 1976 and 1983. I think that Brisbane is at another really exciting juncture in its history and in its development and its emergence as a major international city. And I think that we've got a really exciting opportunity to explore those possibilities and provide a stage for these wonderfully talented artists and bands that we have in our city.
And harness this talent. What sort of contributors are they going to be to Paint Me a Rock Show? It's on at the Judith Wright Centre.
That's right. Well, there's a variety of contributors. We have a variety of genres, even in music, being presented. We have rock bands as well as folk bands.
Hence the name, Paint Me a Rock Show.
Exactly.
It's a great name.
It
Where
is.
did that come about?
Well, it was actually a funny story because we were having difficulties naming the show, as a matter of fact, and we were tossing up things, and we basically saw it as a carnival of colour and sound, and we were wondering how to really describe it, and Paint Me a Rock Show seemed to fit. How
diverse are mediums getting within the art industry?
Well, I think that certainly there's a certain autonomous nature about each medium. Each medium is a separate medium, but I think what this show will reveal is that there's a lot of common direction in across these works, and that's what we've tried to harness with the show, and that's been a challenge for us to make sure that things flow. And I think that what people will find when they attend the show is a certain increase in intensity over the duration of the show. What starts as an ambient art exhibition transforms into something of a more explosive rock show towards the end of the night. So
that's fantastic. So it takes you on a journey on all sorts of levels.
Well,
we
hope so. Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay, so who's going to be involved? What are some names? Because there's not just emerging artists, is there?
That's
there's
right.
actually some people that are mainstays.
That's true. Well, talking art, we've got obviously a host of emerging artists in Brisbane. We also have Jenny Watson exhibiting one of her pieces. Jenny's one of the top 5 artists in Australia, top 5 female artists in Australia. She's exhibited her work internationally. We have internationally regarded filmmakers in the likes of Anthony Mullins and Luke Wright. In terms of bands, we have some exciting local acts. Flamingo Crash will release their film clip and their latest EP at the show. The Royal Engineers are a very exciting new rock band. We have Bobby Flynn, who's a wonderful folk and more acoustic, gentle style performer. So there's some wonderful exhibitors. We have Jaya Savage, who's one of the foremost emerging young Australian poets. And
poetry, exactly. That's another medium that's going to be showing.
That's right.
There.
Yeah, and I mean, not a lot of people have exposure to modern poetry, so that's one of the things that I'm particularly excited about.
Okay, so when can we get along, Nick?
Katrina, the shows take place on Friday, March the 10th and Saturday, March 18, commencing at 6:30 p.m. So we hope to see as many people there as possible.
I'm sure you'll all be turning up in your droves. Well, thanks for joining me, Nick.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure
to
hear a bit more about the wonderful Brisbane art scene. All right, stay tuned for Health in the City.